Hello everyone and welcome to my wrap-up for the Trope-ical Readathon. I did try to participate in this one. There were a total of 13 prompts or tropes, and that does not include the team prompts or tropes, as well as the reads. So I did not get to the reads. I did choose to be on team romance. And the two team books that I think you could just pick one or the other. You didn't have to read both unless you wanted to. It was A Brush with Love by Maisie Eddings, and the other one was This Kind of an Epic Love Story by Karen Callender. I did not get to either of those. That's fine. I actually do own A Brush with Love. I got that in some kind of a box, so hopefully at some point I'll get to that. Now, for Trope-ical Readathon, you have two options with each prompt. You have like a trope, and then it's kind of like an alternate prompt for that particular trope. Out of all of the prompts that I did not get a book to fit either of the team prompts. So out of the standard prompts, there were 13. I read 5 books, so pretty good. So, okay, I'm just going to tell you the ones that I did read as far as the ones I didn't. I'm just going to tell you the ones that I did. As far as the ones I didn't, I recommend going to Twitter, and I'll try and remember to link Twitter, the Twitter handle for the Trope-ical Readathon in the description box. Then you can go back and you can find the general prompts as well as each individual prompts or the books for each individual team that are recommended there, the team reads. So the first prompt that I was able to get a book read for was the trope prompt was a platonic partnership. The alternate prompt for this was a buddy read. For that one, I am going with Beyond the Bright Sea by Wolk. That's a middle grade. I did give it 3 stars. And I'm saying that this works for a buddy read because my mom and I are trying to buddy read at least one book a month. We've kind of are on a little bit of a hiatus with it, with everything going on with my grandma right now. We're both stressed and can't focus too much on sitting down and really reading this very moment. So that's the last book that we finished, and we haven't picked anything else. And that's part of the thing too, is we're having trouble deciding what to read next. But anyway, so yeah, we buddy read Beyond the Bright Sea by Wolck. It was good. I'm glad I read it. 3 stars. So yeah, there'll be a review out for that one soon. Okay, so this one was a good one too. So the trope prompt, the other trope prompt I finished was Found Family. The alternate prompt was a book in a series, and that's what I went with, was a book in a series. I am buddy reading with a couple of people. Becky from the Bookish Bryants is one of them. We have a group on Voxer that there's a big group, a good chunk of us. There's a good chunk of us that are reading the Belgariad series. And I've never read the Belgariad series. I've never heard of the Belgariad series until I heard Becky talking about it. And then I looked at it and I thought, heck yes, sign me up for this buddy read. So I'm doing that one. For the month of March was to read the first book in this series, which was Pawn of Prophecy. And this is by David Eddings. And I can't remember if there's 4 or 5 in this series, but it's part of a series. And I actually gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. I went ahead and I bought all the books for the all ebooks for it, but I'm thinking I would really love to get my hands on physical copies because I thoroughly enjoyed that. So I may do that. So we'll see. Anyway, 4 stars. Absolutely loved it. Highly recommend. I absolutely loved. Okay, so there's that one. The third prompt I was able to complete was the trope for absent or dead parents. The alternate prompt was a book with more than one author. I went with the alternate prompt on pretty much all of these, if not all of them, but a book with more than one author. I read I'm Counting People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. I'm giving that 3.75 stars. So just in case you haven't seen any of the other wrap-ups, Ellery Lloyd is the pen name, that's what I was looking for a writing duo, which is a husband and a wife. It's a husband and wife writing team, and that's their pen name for what they write with each other. People Like Her, I believe, was their first one. They do have another one out, but People Like Her was the first one as the writing team. Okay, so that was 3, and then skipped a whole bunch of them. So another prompt that I finished, or the trope for this prompt, was mixed media. So I know that there are so many options as far as things that have like podcasts, texting, or things like that. But the alternate prompt is to go with an ebook or an audiobook. Pond of Prophecy could have worked for this as well because it was an ebook that I read. But I decided to go with the audiobook that I listened to, which was Amid the Shadows by Michael C. Grumley. I gave that 3 stars. It was fine. So, that works for that one. Okay. And then the last prompt that I was able to fulfill was the Trope Post-Apocalyptic. The alternate prompt was a comfort read, which you think that makes sense. You're going through something so stressful, you want things that are comforting. So for me, what I have found, for me, a comfort read tends to be like a cozy mystery. I find them very comforting, very soothing. There's not a lot of stress and not a lot of thinking things through. So I went with the alternate prompt, which was a comfort read. And for that, I am using Lending a Paw by Laurie, which I gave 5 stars. That is the first in a ongoing series called a Bookmobile Cat mystery series. I believe there's 9 out right now, and I think the 10th one is set to come out this year, but I didn't see a for sure date, just the year 2022. So, but that's it for that series, and that's all that I read for the Trope-ical Readathon. Just the 5. Again, it was a stressful month, a bit kind of slumpy, and then family drama stuff. Not really, well, yeah, it is drama, but stress stuff just going on, and I just didn't want to spend a lot of brain power reading. So that's what I read. Wanted to do more, but I'm just going to call it good. So that's going to be it for this one. So again, this was for the Trope-ical Readathon. I believe there's a couple of hosts. I think is there 3 or 4? I know of 3, but it's all on Twitter. I'll try and remember to link the Twitter handle in the description box so you can go check it out and follow them on Twitter if you would like to participate in any future ones. I think they do a few a year, because there's been a few of these that I've tried to do. So yeah, so anyway, so that's going to be it for this video. If you did participate in Trope-ical Readathon, let me know what your favorite, and even if you didn't, let me know what your favorite read of the month was. So whether you participated or not, definitely let me know what your favorite read of the month was in the comment section. So that'll be it. Until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I'll talk to you later.